Thursday.
I was expecting a hello, everybody.
Well, hello, everybody. It is indeed a Thursday, and we are reaching out to all the university students. This is an amazing day. How's it going, NK?
I'm good, Coach. How are you doing?
Thursday is one of those days that makes me feel like I'm important because I come in the studio wearing a suit and tie.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole thing that goes around that one kana uchinzi uri businessman ka unenga sunja baby.
You know this is also you suit up. Yeah, no, today you are suiting up. I see that. No, but you've been doing that the whole week, though.
I have, but you know what? You know the deal is that when you in university, we've been talking to university students.
Yeah.
Language I thought I'd throw in my own on Sunja. Baby. How is it Sunja?
I know. They are in
19.
Yeah,
but
that's why I don't know. That's why I don't know it.
But today is one of those super exciting days that we get to host our university students, and today we're going to be talking about really exciting things.
Yeah.
But before we go there, I've got a special song for you. You are that kind of person who keeps asking me, Coach Dav, where's my song? Hey, 1999.
Exactly.
I got a special one for you, but I would like to say hello to all the university students and say thank you so much for your support. Once again, you can get hold of us on Facebook, on YouTube, on SoundCloud. We've been having a bit of issues with our SoundCloud account.
Yeah, we have.
But it's okay. It's
okay.
it's a birthing process. It doesn't
Even
stop us.
The YouTube, we had a slight glitch yesterday, but then so some people were saying we can't find your post from yesterday, but it's now up.
It's there.
It's now up.
Come on, you guys, just tune in and make sure that you get to hear what we're talking about. It's super exciting. The guys who are in studio now are just smiling. It's exciting. So as usual, I'd like to say hello to Harvard University.
I'd like to say hi to Chinoi University.
Catholic University.
Thank you for bringing it back home. Thank you. Anybody who's listening, we also have a lot of non-university students who've been listening to our show, hey, because people have been saying, just because we're not university anymore, If you are listening, we just want to thank you for your support, but it's not really for you, hey.
I actually don't know how to respond. I don't know how to respond to that. I've been ruminating on this matter for a while, to say that there are other people who are non-university and they are listening in.
Yeah.
Now here's my official response. Thank you very much.
No, we thank you. Everybody who's been listening in and just giving us feedback, being in touch with us, we just thank you. And we encourage you to keep talking to us on 0772 902 108. That's our official WhatsApp number. You can also talk to us on our social media, like you were saying, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube. We are there.
And so if you feel like you're not happy with you miss a particular program and you'd like to get it on your WhatsApp, just send that request on that number that we gave you, 0772 902 108. But here's something that is super exciting. Is that even the guys who have been tuning in and they're not university students, I've had some executive from a very renowned financial institution in this country, and he gave me invaluable value on the advice that he's been giving me. But what I want the university students to know is that we love you. You are special. You are important. You're an integral part of this economy. You're an integral part of our future. Without you, we actually don't have a future.
That's very true.
But so
that's very true.
My song to you, girl. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so here's a song. I've heard this song in a few days. I actually don't know who sang this song. We just, for now, we're gonna say it's from unknown. But it's one of those. It's one of those that is really, really important for students in universities. Maybe they can relate. I could relate to this particular song. So here's a song that I'm going to dedicate to you when you were much younger, the younger you that I never got to meet. And I've got a question for you to say.
Okay.
So when the song is done, come back and tell me what
you want an answer.
I want an answer.
Okay, that's fine.
Say that on Exit Radio, playing more of the music you want to hear.
Exit, no excuse.
Jigiri no naka, kudari kama puti, ungadeiwe, majigi kana puti, dati jigiri no naka, kudari kama puti, ungadeiwe, jigi kana kana buti Gololipo Rinotua kutapirisa Gololipo Rinotua kutapirisa Jiggy.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to follow Exit Radio, Facebook, Twitter, and Exit Your Excuses.
So tell me, girl, what do you like?
Me, I have to go with the jiggy, baba.
Put it, baby.
No.
Put it somewhere.
No, because it didn't do that. Right.
Saka majiki za nyama.
No, but I didn't beef flavor.
Oh, I see. But you know what? Here's a business idea. Because today we're talking about business. Here's a business idea for somebody who's in university right now. Get your pen and paper out and put this down. Because NK, you just dropped something that somebody never even thought about. How about we flavor Maputi?
No.
Come on. That's a brilliant idea.
No, but it's already flavored maputi. I had the sweet one.
No. Beef and tomato maputi, cheese and onion maputi, barbecue maputi. If nobody does it and you guys are university, if you don't do it, I'm gonna run with it.
Yeah, and I think people think you're joking, but I know that.
I'm deadly and
it could work though. Because if you've got flavored chips, flavored water, flavored.
Today we're talking business. I'm gonna look for somebody who would like to partner with me so I can run with this concept, girl.
Okay, so if you want to partner with him, 0772
902108. My name is Coach Taff.
And this is NK.
And today we've got two amazing gentlemen who have joined us from the Catholic University.
Exactly.
I think Panta nepotism, bana.
Why?
And you are from debut.
Catholic University.
I'm a face I had kid.
But that's not nepotism though. Because yesterday
we
had cut and use it.
Cut and
MSU. The day before we had used it.
But these guys know you.
Yeah.
So what we'd like to do is to say it doesn't matter. University students all over the world, it doesn't matter if you're doing your undergrad, your master's, you're doing some funding program. As long as you're in some tertiary education, you are most welcome to join us in this program because you are part of us. And so what I'd like to welcome into the studio, we've got Justice as well as Tendai. These guys are super amazing guys. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, so you guys, here's an amazing thing. Today we're talking about business. Atmosphere studio Tendai.
That is crazy. Totally crazy.
No, we'll take that as a compliment.
Is that a compliment?
I think
Justice, what do you think?
I'm overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed?
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed because it's so much excitement, so much energy.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. What we do here on UniTalk is we talk to the young people in this country who are doing amazing things in different fields. We've got different programs that we talk about. We talk about things that affect the young people. We talk about relationships. We talk about dating. We talk about sex. We talk about alcohol. Why are you saying like you don't know?
Hey guys, if you haven't listened to yesterday's program, tune in. Yeah. Find it. 10 reasons why. 10 reasons why. Yesterday, my reasons. 10, baby. 10.
And then on Thursdays, we've dedicated the show to business and entrepreneurship. So
and I can't wait for tomorrow. On
Friday, we turn it up.
We turn it up. We are lit tomorrow.
You know this.
You know this.
All right. So last week on Thursday, we had Munashe Hilton Machkachka. I hope he's listening because
Munashe,
I'm like
thank you so much for coming, buddy. You almost made me cry.
And he was telling us about his business and what motivated him to go into business. And he was talking about his background. If you didn't catch that show, you need to look for it on our YouTube. It's there. So today we're talking to Justice and Tendai
because these guys are in a partnership. They're in a marriage.
Yes, they're in a marriage. And what has brought them together is their business. And I assume that's what brought them together. Maybe vakazongeta business, but well,
so just to say that these guys, when we were off air, they said to us that they met in first year and now they're in partnership. So guys, tell us, how did you guys meet? It's almost like a
dating show.
Dating show for business. So tell us, how did you guys meet?
Well, I'll say the truth and hopefully I won't get killed for it.
Come on, guys, tell us what happened.
Well, actually, it's true. It was,
really? Is that how you guys met?
We met in first year, and what made us friends was that my best friend here was trying to get a girl, and I was the wingman.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I was the wingman. And when we became friends, our passion for business developed. We would just use the time to talk about business, and we spent most of our time talking about business.
So just let me know.
Yeah.
Pawaitunga waikoleta chirungu here kunotana chibaby.
Well,
before you even get yourself in trouble, Tendai, Justice, is that correct? Is it true? Plus, okay.
I can't say that. A bit of it is a lie. Okay.
How is a bit of it a lie?
I was not sending him. Definitely. If I sent him, I was never gonna get the girl.
That's a good one.
So what happened in first year?
Well, he was a friend because we used to stay in the same area.
Okay.
So when going home, we used to just give each other lifts. When just going home, so that's when we started becoming friends. And then because of this girl,
hold on. Did you say that you used to give each other lifts?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think in the class vavari 3 vavane moto saka iwewe semusikana waibva watogara wato aya kuti 4 waitogara wato aya kuti wangu pa4 apa ndapi saka mese munenge muri pa4 ipapo.
So tell us, you used to give each other lifts. Continue.
Yeah. And then we started talking, and then we became friends, and then ndo pakazopinda nyaya yemusikana.
Right.
I saw a girl, and then he saw the friend.
So who was driving?
We were both driving.
Did you hear that though? And I saw a girl and he saw the friend.
Oh, I missed that.
You missed that. It was one.
And I think this partnership must be very good because you know the prospecting. When you're doing sales, kuna the prospecting.
When you look for clients.
What prospect or what tarisa kuti right. Next thing is that how do I then plan my approach? Approach sales man.
Tell them.
That. So I'm approaching you. Tell us.
Okay, so basically speaking, you really need to make sure that you make it happen. Because one thing that I have in Inyandoziwa, my strong link is if I focus on something, I'll just make sure it happens.
If he focuses on a woman, he's gonna get her. Okay, so keep going.
Okay, just like business.
Yeah, just in case you were forgetting what we're talking about.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
So basically speaking, I saw this other girl, and then he saw the friend, and then our friendship grew stronger because we guys. So we started talking about that, and then all the strategies we did to approach these two ladies, we're just doing them together.
So I'm just looking at the sales process. Depending on prospecting, got to initiate contact, needs identification, then you present your offer, then you manage the objections, and then you sell, close the sale. Saka wanzwaka paka paita needs analysis kuti nini saka wangu wakutumana manja pade kutumana kwangu wakuitika. Tendai kick in. What then happened?
Well, after identifying the girls and approaching them, we put in all that we could to try and get these girls.
Boys,
I know who these girls are. You know, all this time my mind has been churning. I've been trying to think what
before you mention their names, are these girls still
did they close the sale? Ask them if they closed the sale.
One of us closed the
and the other one didn't close. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay. So now that you understand who's good in sales, is the person who closed the sale in sales
in your business.
So in the building, just to let all the audiences know, is that we also have a brother in the building. His name is Joshua. We also have some lovely lady also. These guys are going to say, so I can close a deal. Dad.
The one who closed the deal was Justice, and he is in sales.
Oh man, that's good. That's good.
Isn't that nice? That's a great foundation for business.
I promise you.
Because already this person has this strength, that person has that strength. Saka toto gara tatota partnership yedu tichiziya. like mimi neni andika totozoti mimi munotaurisa andika
anotaurisa wenini aiwa anotaurisa wenini
saka if we go into business together totozoti mimi nemchikotaura
anotaurisa wenini guys. Okay, so here's an opportunity on WhatsApp as well as on Facebook. Please, can you tell us who you think talks the most, Coach Taff or NK? Once again, Coach Taff or NK? Anotaurisa ndeani?
0772902108.
So guys, let's tell us how then did you then decide to get into a business partnership?
Well, I think for where it all started was during attachment. We were looking for attachment.
All right.
It was quite difficult to get an attachment place.
Right.
And as we were dropping our CVs, we then decided, you know what, attachment is quite difficult. Why don't we try and just maybe develop websites and try to get maybe bus fare? So instead of us dropping CVs,
right,
for a job,
I just want to let you know that you guys, your goals and objectives were very skewed. I mean, why would you start a business on the premise bus fare? When I started my business when I was in college, I wanted to take my girlfriend out. What's my baby? What's wrong with you? Huh?
One can close saka asina close and I furira akaclose
because it's more sustainable, isn't it? Because pay a partnership
exactly.
Baby. Okay, so
it's true. So yeah, we then formed a company, although it was not registered then. We called it Hago Technologies.
Hago.
Yes, Hago.
Okay.
HAGO, standing for Handina and Goto, our surnames.
Okay, those are your surnames.
Those are our surnames.
Okay, so right there, that's a very important lesson that we can share with our university students. Is that sometimes it's very difficult for you to come up with a name for your organization. Just use your initials, Hago.
Yeah.
And I thought you meant Harare goes very well.
No.
All right, so Hago, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically speaking, to just add on to what Tinda is saying, it was really difficult to get attachment during that timing. So what we basically did is, after just dropping off my CVs and you see,
nobody's calling you.
Nobody's calling you and nothing is happening. And then that's when...
So what programs are you guys studying?
We're doing honors in Bachelor of Business Management and Information Technology.
Hey, it's one of those degrees with a first name, middle name, and the surname.
Exactly.
Bachelor of what?
Honors.
Yeah.
Bachelor honors.
No, honors.
All right, honors.
Business management.
Honors
in
business management and information
technology.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
Let's start at the report about technology. All right, keep going.
So yeah. So basically speaking, it was painful. So
Right.
at that point in time, we realized, you know what? We can't be just going around dropping off CVs and
Right.
nothing is, nothing. No one is responding to that.
Right.
So the best way, let's just sit down and see what we best at, and
Right.
then we start from there.
Okay.
So that's where now the company Anchor Technologies came from,
Okay.
to actually say, you know what, we really want an innovative company that is going to take us places, a company that is just going to provide employment, employment creation for us. Because if we remember, as first years, the first days we went to varsity with a lecturer who was Mr. Mitzi. He actually told us, well, you know what, if you are in this class and you want to be an employee, then you're in the wrong program. You may quit now. So this program was meant for entrepreneurs, for those people
who want to become employers.
Entrepreneurs, eh?
Huh? I like something that he said. He said, Kuti, it was very painful to be putting out, you're putting all that effort and then nothing is coming out. So it just brought me back to also what Hilton said, that, what drove him as well to start his business was the point of pain.
Yeah.
So I think, that book that you're writing.
Yes. I thought we were writing it. So
business.
So this is a fantastic encouragement to people. We've been doing the statistics. We've got about, every single year, the universities are churning out anything between 25 and 30,000 students.
Exactly.
Okay, this is just at undergrad level. And we've got an equivalent of about 40,000 students who are going on attachment. So every single year, we're looking at about 70 to 75,000 students who are just being thrown out there.
Looking for employment.
And because you only have first years and my final years, first, second year, then my final years, so imagine how crazy it is, and we understand. And I've met so many people, and I'm super excited about you guys that you went and started to create. Was it second or third year?
It's in third year.
In third year when you did this. This is amazing that while other people are busy complaining and sleeping at home, my business.
Exactly.
So there's a university student out there who's probably on attachment or who hasn't found
Who's been
attachment.
taking their CV around.
Tanga wago yako.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, Hago ministers. Can you start a church as a? Oh, no, let's not go there. Let's not go there. All right. So then, what happened?
So yeah, we then formed Hago Technologies.
Right.
Our major strength was website development.
Okay.
We're developing websites.
Right.
And then we're now looking for clients rather
Okay.
than looking for work.
Okay.
And actually, that was difficult as well, but it was a bit easy. Our first major client was
No, are you gonna tell them our name?
the name of the client.
Yes.
I would love to, but
Well, go ahead, so that we know who was your very first client.
It was Africa Institute of Biomedical Science. And
So
Technology
Africa Institute of Biomedical Science
and Technology.
and Technology. We've just advertised you right now. We need some money from you. That's what the business.
Exactly. Exactly.
And how did you get that contract? I mean, you guys were students.
Yes, we're students, but we just approached the receptionist, and then we told them that we do site development, and they also wanted a website.
Really?
So it was all about timing.
Wow.
Right?
Time,
Wow.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did their website. And actually, the good thing about that is that after I graduated as well, they then took me to Italy for training to develop their
That's
science
quite
gateway.
Europe.
What kind of Europe?
Italy, baba.
Hey,
Makamenda Italy.
Mwanangu akaenda. Isha, my daughter is a part of me. Eh?
Also, that extension is
Oh,
called.
of course.
So you see, this is where your dreams can take you. That's nice. That's awesome.
You know, this is super exciting. But before we even talk about it, we don't want to go too far. We're just going to play one quick song, and I would like us to come back. There's one issue that is always important, Tendai and Justice. Inyaya yekuti, Karamak with our partnership. Is this just the two of you in this partnership?
Now we are now 4 in the partnership. We actually increased, but when we started, we were 2.
When you said you were, and that's what we want to talk about.
Okay.
We want to talk about Kuti. You guys started off Muriku University.
Yes.
Murima third year. Muripa attachment. You started your business, Hago Technologies, Muri 2. We want to come back and talk to you so that you can guide us. Don't Mutibatsiro. There's somebody out there. Let me tell you a story. And I hope you're listening, Innocent Chofamba. Because I got a friend of mine when I was in university with Innocent. I said, Innocent, remember, I now have the microphone, my brother. There's nothing you can do about this. and I said to my good friend Innocent, Shamar, gatange magazine, sha akandiseka Innocent. Shamar gatange magazine Ripa University of Zimbabwe. Back then they used to call me TK. TK, you're not serious. He always thought I was a joker.
TK.
Oh yeah, that's my first name is Tafazo.
Oh, Tafazo Kenneth.
Kenneth
Oh,
is my granddad's name. Are you just about to diss my granddad?
No.
Okay,
no.
there we go.
Much love and respect.
So Innocent, and we are very good friends. I know he doesn't mind me sharing this story, but sometimes it's things like that. If we had known better when we were back there, he went ahead and then he actually worked for one of the biggest newspapers in this country. And I remember him saying to me, Staff, I wish we had spent enough time on this. We could have came up with something even bigger, but we didn't have the guidance. This is why this is important for university students. Maybe there's some guy out there who's looking at this, and when we come back after the song we're going to play, and I'm going to play DJ Stavo, is that how do you get into a situation where how did you guys structure your partnership? Is that okay? Are you ready for that? Okay, so let's just go for a quick break, and then we're gonna play this.
Coach Taff on Exit Radio.
Now.
Exit, no excuses.
Gonna be away a bit too long. I had to go far away from home. It was just me and the microphone. I knew I didn't wanna be alone. I didn't tell nobody where I was going. I had to find myself a brand new home. Why didn't I tell her the next morning that the long journey had been home?
station in the world. Is right here, right now.
So we're back, and we've got Justice as well as Tendai in the building, and these guys have. This is amazing. Is that I was just talking about my good friend Innocent. I got nothing but love for you, buddy. But he and I, we've always had these great ideas, but you guys went a step ahead than
They
us.
implemented.
You implemented the partnership. How did you draw up at the third year? Good day, my baby. And you couldn't find attachment. And you went ahead and started Hago Technologies. How did you structure your partnership?
Okay. The most amazing part about that was we're doing business management integrated with IT.
All right.
So the most amazing part was you got to do courses that have got to do with that.
Okay.
Like how do you structure, if it's a partnership, company cooperation, or a private limited company. So the most amazing part was you getting the lessons right in there from the courses, and then you try by all means to implement into your business. So it was first-hand information to actually say, okay, fine, we're doing business management. What is business management telling us?
Right.
This is how you're going to start everything.
Okay.
If you want to start a business, this is how you do it. You start from A, B, C, and D, and then we took all that and then we implemented that into our business.
Is that so? So no, tell me exactly what you did. Did you drop a contract, a partnership agreement? What did you guys do?
Or was it like verbal? Did you just say,
I want to know what you guys did, Tendai.
Well, I think what we did also, it's also of importance when forming a partnership, was the relationship that we had, the friendship, the same vision, the same passion and energy.
You see how these guys are just skirting around whether they signed or not. I want to go now sign around our plaza.
I think
you know, it was in between when the Ashan and Asku down Bundibaka and Hag. All right, today keep going.
Yeah. When we started, there was no signing that was there at first.
I told you, NK, I told you that these guys kept skirting around the issue. There was no signature.
So it was verbal.
It was a verbal agreement.
But what was important?
Based on trust.
On trust.
And a good old-fashioned handshake. Okay.
Did you shake hands? You're assuming they shook.
No, I said, okay, go ahead.
Okay, no, carry on.
But when we then wanted to formalize, that's when we then had to sign papers.
Okay.
But beginning, it was just an agreement. The vision was the same.
Now, what would you say to university students today? If you're going to go into a partnership, should they sign? Should they shake their hands on it? Or just do it good cheers?
I would say sign.
No, basically speaking, it was part of growing up.
By the way, justice is now called basically speaking. he said basically speaking 4 times. You know that? I've been counting.
Yeah.
When I listen to this thing. So anyway, Mr. Basically, you were saying?
Okay, so it's all basic.
Yeah.
All right. What I want to say is it's important to actually do that because you start off with nothing. Just saying, dream partnership, and then let's just do this. But I tell you, when $1 million gets into that account, that's when the problems start coming in.
So when it hasn't actually started,
My problems so when you sign, my problems disappear because it's an agreement.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically speaking, you need that. It's important so that you are clear from the word go how you're gonna do this thing. Because it's going to save you a lot of costs when it comes to law and stuff like that.
I like that.
Yeah, even other people might come in and just start to claim your ideas. So you did not sign anything, or you just want to subcontract someone. You did not sign anything. At the end of the day, it tells you, I did most of the work, so I deserve more chunk of the money.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, lawyers are involved, and then everything, and then
it costs you in the long run. Yeah.
All right. And so you guys, tell me something. You've now said that there are 2 other guys who have joined into this partnership. Now, when you started off, did you have equal shareholding?
Well, when we started off, yes, we had equal shareholding. When we started.
Well, what percentages did you have?
We had 50-50 when we started off.
But you guys, you know that the president doesn't like that. The president believes in 49-51. just putting it out there. I'll be honest with you, NK, I'm going to be very serious about this. I've learned from the president that in actual fact, because there's a concept, and I'm going to go deeper with these guys, is that anything with two heads is a monster. And so if you're at 50-50, that means any one of you can make any decision. And that's why in a marriage is that the man is the head of the home. You know that?
And the woman is the neck.
It doesn't matter. But the point is that I believe that you must be very careful when you're doing a partnership. I learned this from my good friend Fidelis. He says that if you're going to go into a partnership, I often give my partner 51%. I get 49%.
Why?
So that he can lead. I understand.
Then what if you want to lead? Like for me,
it's not that important. It's not important to lead, and I'm glad that we're about to share this now. So this guy said offered 50-50, and now I wonder what their shareholding structure is like. But you know what? It's better to have 1% of an elephant than for you to have 100% of a dead mouse.
I get that. Yeah.
So that's why I'm happier to have it's just 2% difference. What difference does it make? So tell us, Tendai. You've now brought in 2 other guys. What led you guys to get into bringing in other people?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say that what Coach Taff is saying is actually true.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Coach Taff, wagapenga plus unapiwa accolades. Hey, you've never even given me a compliment. It's taken Tendai to come all the way from Hago Technologies to go compliment me. That's a wrong go. All right, go ahead.
Carry on.
It's actually true. Something that we've learned that we mustn't be equal in sharing our shares and everything. And it's something that we've changed as well, and we are still changing that.
Okay.
Basing on the amount of energy that you put in the company as well.
Look, I actually don't care how much energy is put in or how much money is put in. It's just that it's about decision making, about driving, it's about taking responsibility. It's also about, saying, Kuti, how can we eliminate any possible fights? Yeah, because your friendship, guys, let me tell you something. This is just a piece of advice from an old guy who's getting gray. Is that you
one gray
hair counts. You know that.
Yeah.
Is that your friendship is bigger than your business? Because there's no value to your friendship. I mean, my tomorrow needs my baby, guys.
Coach. No,
it's my time.
It's also your generation. I know it as a All
right. So now, what's the percentage like now?
Well, for now we are 4, and it's still the same though, but we are going to change that. It's 25 each.
Okay.
But we're in the process of changing that so that we all don't have equal shares.
Okay. And tell us about the structure. Who's the CEO? Or do you have a CEO? What's going on?
CEO. We don't have a CEO at the moment. The one who's in charge of sales, which is Bruce Justice, is the one who sort of spearheads everything.
Okay, I don't know who's in charge of the finances.
The finance. I'm in charge of
Oh boy.
Right.
So it's important for you to take out your clients for dinner, for lunch, and whatnot. NK and I would like some lunch, baby.
Yes. Of
yeah.
course.
Okay, so you're in charge of finances,
yes,
and the other 2, what are they in charge of?
The other 2 are in charge of the technical side.
Because it's it's an IT company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is the major reason why we had to also bring in more guys on board, because we need more tech power.
Okay, so you're gonna speak up a little bit more. So what has happened is to you guys is that you went in there, 3rd year university, couldn't find attachment, started your own attachment for yourself. What did you then do? Because one Bamba say attachment.
Yeah, I was attached to Alan Wakin Shepherd.
Again, those guys gotta pay me. I promise you, brands on this one. Yeah.
And then he was at Evolution Technologies.
Oh, is that so? So you guys went there and you stole their technology, you stole all their ideas, and you came and you put it into your business?
No, not as such.
No, it's okay. Copyright is alright. It's the right to copy. Copyright means the right to copy.
Okay. Okay. What we had was a situation whereby it was at that time websites you could do them anywhere and everywhere.
I see.
You can be getting clients and then you keep doing them while at least you're doing something else.
Okay.
So that's basically what happened. So when we were charged, we would meet up or we just talk on the phone, and then when we have time after work, we just keep on developing.
Is it when you had time or you made time?
We had to make time.
Okay.
Sometimes you might find, Kuti, as an attaché, there's so much pressure that comes with it.
Right.
But you just have to make things work.
Okay.
You just say after work, we just have to meet every day.
Uh-huh.
If it means going home at 8, that's it.
Okay.
But we have to make sure that the websites are developed and then the clients are happy.
Okay. Super exciting. So you're gonna explain to me how you brought these other 2 guys and why?
Well, we decided that websites do not bring much revenue that we wanted.
Okay.
So we decided to move into another area, which is Microsoft. So we didn't have the Microsoft expertise.
Okay.
So we now had to look for others who have got the Microsoft expertise.
Right.
That's why we then brought in other guys who know a lot about Microsoft. So they also taught us, and we also taught them website development. So we just became a big happy family.
And so now you guys are involved with Microsoft.
Yes, we're now.
Shit, that's a big brand, man. And so what are you guys doing with Microsoft?
So with Microsoft, we offer Microsoft solutions. So that's your communication, your emails, that's Exchange, SharePoint for sharing your documents, and also for security, that's your AD. When you come into an organization, there's need for security. So we brought that IT security around your organization.
Wow, super exciting. So here's an important question. My face So tell me, so you guys, have you, apart from your attachment, have you worked for anybody else?
Just the attachment companies.
That's all they needed.
That is awesome.
That's all they needed.
That is awesome. I'm gonna put my hands up for you because you guys, you rock. You guys are super amazing. And in the
I think it's very inspirational when you hear, because I think everybody has ideas.
Yeah.
If you ask me right now, how many business ideas do you have in your head? I've got 1,000. You
Really?
know what I mean? I do. I've got 1,000.
But
If
they
you
might put in there, Anguka.
No, you can have that one.
All right, good.
You
Flavored
can have that
maputi.
one. And I'm just saying,
I
I know.
know. Coach staff flavored maputi. I can even see the advert.
I don't think I want to eat maputi. I know the coach tab. But
Beef and tomato.
I was saying, like with the university students, one very intelligent. These are not dumb people. They're people who've passed their O levels, their A levels. They've gotten into these institutions. They've got these ideas. But what good is an idea if you're not implementing it? And I just love that, their third years, havanakana mari, havanakana anything. They didn't say, okay, one day when we're rich, we're going to start a company.
Yeah.
They said, what? Okay, what is it that we have? Right. We have knowledge that we've gotten from our books. Let's use that knowledge. Let's look for clients. Let's do this. And then when they saw, okay, what? There's a gap here. We don't know this. They found people who can help. And I just think I like the simplicity with which it happened. You know what I mean? They didn't make it's a huge deal out of it. They just did it step by step, and that's very admirable.
That's a very important point there, guys. When you started, when you're third year, and you're on attachment, and how did you invest? Obviously, you guys computer, but was there somehow that you put some money aside? Hey, what a sharp guy! Hey,
Okay, yeah, we did.
How much did you put? $50?
No, not $50.
How much?
I think around $800.
What was the $800 for?
We're just investing. Someone wanted money, so we're giving him it at a higher rate.
Chimbadzo,
eh?
Yeah.
And then at some point in time, it was supposed to come back as 4,000, and it never came.
That is good news. That is good news. Because and you guys still remained as friends. Who approved of this lending out of $4,000? Now see what did I? You're the money guy. Who approved of this? Did I get your mic on your mouth? Tell us.
Well, I'm the one who would approve that loan.
Now and so while we're right there. So you guys got into a financial loss, but you guys are still friends, and you still continue your partnership. Listen, guys, listen. This hand clap is just for you. This one. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a short hand clap, just for you. Yeah, just 2 seconds. I'm not. Well done, guys. Well done for hanging it out, because you guys had an opportunity right there to break your friendship, to cut down on the business opportunity, because you lost $3,200. So tell me about the $800. What happened?
Okay. We basically gave it to someone, and then we bought the grid that, we can give this person at an interest rate here. So, it's an opportunity for us to invest this money so that it can grow.
Right.
Because we want it to grow.
Yeah.
So, we took that opportunity. We did that. And then the first few months, it was fine. Interest was coming in.
Right.
It was good. And then all of a sudden,
dang. Mine's weird. I could have gone. Dang.
Dang. Okay, where had this 800 that you initially invested, where had you gotten it from? Where did you?
Well, it was from the clients that we're now getting. Because we're now doing websites for people. And
okay. So you started when
No.
you did your first website. You had $0.
Did you put money? Do not tease your the first client diagnostic with those guys?
Yes.
The very first, had you prior to this put in some money? Could you don't marry that chatanga nayo?
Well, I think for us, when it comes to the website development, your major capital is your brain work.
Intellectual
So,
property.
So that's what we use. That was our money.
So, but guys, not to viral, just to let you know, in NK we make money. we create invoices using our voice.
Our voice.
Intellectual is to voice. Guys, we make money with our voices, man.
Yeah.
I don't know divide it. Intellectual property. So that's really cool. So there's somebody out there who's a university student
And there's no money.
has got no money and they're thinking about money, yet you can use your intellectual property. Well, you are in university because you are smart.
Exactly.
And that program that you're doing, use your intellectual capacity to become the best you can be. Guys, that's super amazing. Let's just go to a quick musical break and we're going to play one of our favorite songs, one of our favorite artists.
Tabura.
Udaipi acho, pane tour.
I love that. I know we always play
So
it, but I love it.
So we're gonna play this song from Obama. Once again, just tune in and on SoundCloud, YouTube, on Facebook. You can also catch us on Twitter and Instagram. But what we'd like you to do is to share what you guys are thinking about. You can also send us a WhatsApp on 0772 902 108.
Exit Radio. Invested in your future.
That's why we out here. Shanda every hour. Dugu panda all day, every day. Cause Friday do to that window. Dugu taka my Obama. Cause I gotta take care of my mom. Dugu shanda all night, every night. Cause bana bangu bano da go. Dugu manya bum shika. Tryna look good to peka. Gotta pay rent, gotta stay relevant. Gotta give praise kunya iya kajisika. Kundia na kuti mara ina basa. Ima basa, skiri regu sana makachile bums in the Friday. Mozo timbo nditengera olaka. Twakanaka tosidao. That's why we out here. Bitrugu twakamari. Twakanaka tosidao. That's why we out here. Bitrugu twakamari. Tukutaka Obama. Tukutaka Obama. Tukutaka Obama. I'm gonna be a father. Mwana wangu akudao kama pampa. Siti kanzo ikutingirira vanu toto singirira kumba ndofana kwenda ni nyama. Kwete zogu zote nine munyama. Muchitaimira kumani. Mazuwa ane wote shanda kwete zogu swera wakango taimira mana. Wote manya pamshika. Zino rwaza asi uchashika. Unoruwa nenzara, uchitaji salad. Kunyera masara unoita. Mariano Bazira, no Subatira. You want the good life, it was Shandira. We out here trying to make ends meet. This is how you take a life.
Exit Radio. Live with Coach Taff.
So I'm told that what's his name? Michael is ready.
Thank you. Because every time I hear the thing saying live with Coach Taff, I get so annoyed because it's me as well,
No, so live with Coach Taff and NK, because you're so special. Ladies and gentlemen out there, wherever you are, whether you're studying, you're eating maputi or jiggies, or maybe you like that lollipop, I just want to let you know that I am here with NK. She's my sidekick. She's on my left side, my right side. She's everywhere.
Top, bottom.
I'm not at the left side, right side only. So guys,
forward, backwards.
Guys, we've got good news. We have just agreed. Those are later business. We have just had a discussion. It's not yet on paper. It's not yet signed. But we're ready to run with this.
Yeah.
But there's a potential opportunity that we can come to your university. Are you guys still called Hago Technologies?
Well, we had to change names. We're now called Adonai Corporation.
Adonai Zitara Jehovah. Adonai. You know, it's a biblical word.
Yes.
What does Adonai speak for some of those people who are not, you know, I mean, NK are not too sure about religious points of view. But I know Adonai is one of God's names. What does Adonai mean?
Okay, Adonai means God's sovereignty.
Wow.
It's a powerful name.
So you guys are now Adonai.
Yes.
So Adonai, tell us, one of the things that we are excited about is that you guys, number one, your story is amazing. It's I love your story. First of all, I'll keep saying it. Met first year, bumped each other at the girls' hostel. Sorry, I mean you saw girls that you liked, and
liked friends.
Liked friends, and then one of them closed the deal, and then you went said these guys used to drive, and then and then you went to, when you're in third year, try to get attachment. It was really tough. You eventually got it, but that was the first time that you guys thought about getting to business. Started Hago Technologies, and then you went out there and you said with websites. But you also now are Microsoft partners. What are you guys called? Microsoft what?
Yeah, we are Microsoft certified partners.
Microsoft certified partners. Your guys' story must be written down. We want to study you guys. Powerful. Yeah. You said offered 50% each shareholding. You gave off your 25% each. That should have been hard. But I got to pay my 10%.
I quit.
We had
to agree.
We had to agree.
For business sake.
For business sake. As I married I got to up in Bijan and then I doubt.
We married Tatomona.
What I'm on. Okay. So then you but now here's what we just on about to drop to the rest of the world. Is that you guys have an amazing product that is specifically for university students, Mr. Salesman.
Okay. We have something amazing for universities. Not only universities, but we're looking basically at all schools.
Okay.
So it's a great initiative that was started by Microsoft to actually say, you know what, let us invest in education. So yeah, they have a product that is called 365 Education.
365 Education, yeah.
Yes. 365 means, you know, it's always online, all year round.
Yeah.
All year round, you're always online.
Okay.
So what basically happened is Microsoft then came up with different facets within 365 Education. So you find out that there is mail, there is Yammer, there is SharePoint, there is Skype for Business, and all those other facets that you may find in a business environment.
Right.
But now they narrowed it down to actually say, you know what, we're focusing on schools.
All right.
What the schools need
when
they're communicating.
Okay.
We need teachers to share assignments.
All right.
Okay.
Exactly. So wherever she is, she can actually share an assignment.
Right.
And then students can do their assignments, help each other on research within the 365 Education platform, and then send their assignments online. And then the teacher can see the assignments. And then from there onwards, he can mark and put all the marks, put it out there, and then they can discuss it further to actually improve.
Wow, that's super
the education
amazing.
System.
Wow.
So can the students also share, because I
went through university because of help from my friends.
Exactly.
Guys, I don't remember who you are, but I'm super successful because of your notes. Thank you. And your assignments.
Can you also share? Across, maybe not Kopisana, but maybe like group work or something like that, those kind of platforms.
Exactly. They do have a platform that is more of like social media platform.
Okay.
That is right in there, where you're actually saying, you know what, I found certain information, and then from that information I can share it with whoever.
Yeah.
Or you can post it there, and then people can start deliberating and then adding in more information as we go forward, so that at least we can improve the education system.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically it's got everything.
Wow.
It's got everything.
So this is amazing. So this is a product that you guys are sharing and you're selling, and we are more than happy to promote you guys. It's called 365
Education.
365 Education. We wish you the best in that. Now, as we come to the close of this program, Tendai, anything that you'd like to say to guys who are out there who are potentially wanting to get into business? Anything you'd like to share?
Well, I just want to say that business is an interesting game, but it needs a lot of patience and hard work.
Yeah.
So if you want to get into business, you must be prepared to work very hard and be patient as well.
And it won't happen overnight. I like that.
That's good. That's good.
That's good advice.
And have you got a girlfriend?
Not yet.
Shamwa.
Okay, because you know what? We've got lots of girls listening.
Who
What
have
about
been coming?
matchmaker?
Yes, this is what we do, man. I mean, why wouldn't a businessman, young, a dynamite, tiki,
Exactly.
doing things,
like all those
who
girls
is
out
in charge of finance of the 25% shareholding? Come
of
on.
a Microsoft partner, not just tika
Who went to Italy?
Maybe.
Shamwa akasvika kuroma akatomhoresa napopu. Actually, unozoona popu anokisa-kisa akatogezwa makumbo akanoitwa napopu kuti kunzi agone business shamwari.
No, you know what? I think maybe that might be why he doesn't have a girlfriend. My standards are choka.
No, it's
too
okay.
high.
So
Too high.
if there's any girl out there in your university, I don't know that akaenda chikoroka.
Exactly.
Unoda akafundira kanti.
Even though I don't time at our namuka the other day, and they're telling us, so we don't want my you, but to have any my business. Jimmy Macho Murukutagwa 0772
902-108. You can call and we can hook you up with
we can.
with the finance. So do you call yourself the finance director?
Yes.
Hey, finance director with Microsoft partner.
FD.
But you know, I'm also,
What are you? Tell us.
I'm also, No,
we don't know. Tell us. Justice, tell us as we come to the end of this program. What would you like to share to university students?
Okay, what I would like to basically say is, you know what? There are roads that diverge in the wood, and then you have to take the less traveled one if you want all that distance.
I like that.
There are roads
that's
that
powerful.
diverge in a road. Those are babies. But you must take the less what?
The less traveled one.
Hey.
Not kuti kurungaenda munhu wese nako. Exactly. You look for your own unique thing.
So find your own unique thing.
Yes, you have to find your own unique thing, and you have to actually show us your unique selling point so that we know what's your value proposition going forward.
As usual, we always have a Mutengesi in the building. So it's Doan. Why So guys, we just want to thank you guys. Went to the Catholic University. You've got an amazing story, and thank you for encouraging our students. And we wish you the best in your business. We look forward to the lunch that you're going to buy for us. Why not? Just drop it in there. Just drop it in there. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. NK, what an amazing story.
Always.
And you know, I just love how the things that are happening in our universities, and especially the point that tanga at different levels. Sometimes it's a point of pain. So instead of excuses, hey, I'm the master. I wrote the book. Exit your excuses. These two amazing gentlemen realized it was attachment.
Exactly.
It's actually very difficult to get an attachment in this country now.
It's crazy difficult, because like you're saying, we've got so many students that are coming out. Well, you said how many? 30,000.
I would estimate 30,000. So look at this. If we've got on average 120,000 students, I don't know if my math is correct.
Yeah, but it's
approximately, and we've got four levels. That's first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. Divide that by 4. That's about 30,000. So that's
so if you've got 30,000 students looking for attachment, the chances of getting it are going to be very slim. But instead of sitting at home and saying, you know what, Zimbabwe yakaoma, hakuna mabasa, like what every other person is doing, they said, okay, you know what, they thought about it differently. It was all about their mindset. They sat down and said, okay, you know what, there's no attachment. So what should we do? And I like that. I like that their motivation came from something that is happening to everybody. Everybody is struggling to get attachment. Everybody is struggling to get a job, but they decided to take their circumstances and turn them around, and that's just that's a very powerful testimony. Thank you guys so much.
But more than that is that, as a coach, there's a coaching principle that we use. It's called the law of attraction. Is that when they got in, they were able to attract 2 other investors into their business, but more than that, they were able to attract the Microsoft distribution certification, whatever it is that they have, franchise into their business. That is awesome, man. I mean, these guys Bill Gates, Bill Gates, I mean, what could you do? I mean, somebody out there needs to talk to Virgin Airlines today. You're a university student and you're out there. Zimbabwe, Virgin Airlines is not flying in.
It's not.
And so somebody's got to have the guts, because you're a university student, you're passionate about traveling. And you can talk to Richard Branson. Come on, go and talk to Richard Branson right now and say, we want Virgin Airlines in Zimbabwe. Or Virgin Gyms, Virgin Music. I mean, why not? These guys have proved it to us, and they're university students. That's very true. So this is it. Let's give our blessings, my darling. Let's give our blessings.
Thank you so much to Tendai and Blessing. Tendai and Justice. Sorry, he said give the blessings.
Give the blessings.
Thank you so much to Tina and Justice for coming to join us today on our business and entrepreneurship program. If you're out there and you also want to be part of the program, you know the number. It's 0772 902 108. Thank you guys so much, and God bless to everybody who's listening. We are all about the blessings here.
We are all about the blessing. We pray that, your blessings pursue you, that they may catch up with you, that they may encompass you, that they may go before you, and that you can become the best that the Almighty God has created you to be. And we're closing out with my favorite.
Last time, it was Japreza.
Japreza. I know that Japreza. So I'm going to play Japreza again. Japreza is about Kutora Mari. So university students, go out there. Go get your cash. Go get your moolah. Because you are just blessed like that. Goodbye. And see you soon. Tomorrow, we are lighting it up. Getting it ready for the weekend. So goodbye and God bless. This is Coach Taff.
And this is NK. Bye-bye.
I'm falling every minute for you. I don't wanna let you down. Baby, show me some more. 'Cause I'm falling every minute for you. Darling, tudamuga kungendanji. Inini hani jagoni, usauma moyo kungendanji. Darling, tudamuga kungendanji. Inini hani jagoni, usauma moyo kungendanji. Darling, ukafunza masubatira watora mari. Oh my mama. Darling, anamira mira newe ya bandiani. Akatai, squisiki dikitai.
Radio station in the world is right here, right now.
Na penzi si suruali, semeki chanwa nitaishona. Vyo chonde tafadhali, sinyeke miba ikanchoma. Wakaja wa magari, na nyumba za kifari, wakalamba asali, kanyaja doro. Wapaja mikidali, chipsi kachumbali, wanini sa ugali, sijajwa viporo. Waka mwaka pesa kisa kuyo, waka mwaka pesa kisa kuyo, waka mwaka pesa kisa kuyo, waka mwaka pesa kisa kuyo. Muka kungendani inini hani chagoni sauma moyo kungenjani darling dada muka kungendani inini hani chagoni sauma moyo kungenjani I wanna kungendani Salama kumba kumba sasa
Coach Taff on Exit Radio. Exit, no excuse.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to follow Exit Radio, Facebook, Twitter, and SoundCloud. Exit, your excuses.